Good morning, everyone, and a really warm welcome to Jack Stocken's beginner/improver class. Now, I hope you all have had a really good start to the new year and making a lot of New Year's resolutions around bridge. And if you do have any issues at all, tech issues, please just use the click here for support just above where I am at the moment, or you can use your welcome email to log out and come back in with that. That's always pretty good. We just like to keep the chat box for students to converse with the teacher. And also a really warm welcome to anyone who's going to be watching via replay. So we seem to have a really good class today, which is fantastic. And without further ado, I'll see if your teacher is ready. So just hold on. So, Jack, we're all ready for you. Oh, there you are. On the other side.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
You hear me good, yeah?
Yes, really clear. Thank you.
Yes, well, delighted to be back in Harrogate. Got back from the bridge ski holiday in Zermatt on Saturday afternoon. And yes, and I think the combined class worked well. We had a good attendance, didn't we, for the length and force lesson last week?
Really good.
And today, Franny, we're practicing that really important lesson we did 2 weeks ago on the two important bidding rules. The 5-4 rule and the 6-card repeat rule, because they come up a lot. It's actually going to make the bidding a lot easier now the students have got that, once the students have got the hang of it.
Especially, I think that those two rules come up, every time you play bridge, don't they?
Yeah, they do come up a lot. Yes, we're looking forward to that.
Oh, good. It's really good that you're going to go through that, because a lot of teachers don't. So that's fantastic.
You'll notice I'm drinking my tea through a straw.
Is there a reason for that, or is it tooth sensitivity?
Now, what I'm about to tell you, it's quite funny. I'm having my teeth whitened.
Oh yes, they're quite white.
Yeah, I just thought it was a good thing to do. So I've got to drink tea through a straw.
Is that permanent?
No, just for the next week or so, whilst they're being whitened. But I've got to avoid coffee and red wine, which is a bit of an annoyance.
Oh, that's a pain. Oh dear, no more coffee cards for you.
No, and no red wine, but that's good. I'm quite pleased to be drying out after the excess of Zermatt. It's so tempting just to have a glass of wine or two at lunch, isn't it? When you're on holiday.
Red wine I'm quite partial to it.
Yeah.
I do like red wine.
Yeah, it's especially in the winter months. Now, Franny, let's get on with the bridge lesson, because I could go on all day.
Well, I'll disappear and I'll talk to you later. So enjoy. Bye.
Thanks for hosting, Franny. Let's get straight down to business, the business of teaching bridge, not of drinking tea with a straw. Great, Anne, that you're joining the class today to practice this. So it's two important bidding rules, and a warm welcome if you're watching in replay as well. This is what we did 2 weeks ago. So the first rule is whenever any player, could be opener, could be responder. Mostly it's opener, by the way, for these bidding rules, but it could be responder, could even be an overcaller. Promises 5 cards in the first suit, at least, might be 6, and at least 4 cards in the second. Again, might be 5, you might be 5-5. But that is very useful when finding a fit. And the second bidding rule, if any player repeats a suit, and again could be opener, or responder, or an overcaller, it guarantees 6 cards. So again, you can support, well, not again, but you can support with 2 cards to make the fit. The fit, of course, being 8 combined cards. And this is all about playing hands today. So let's go and play hand 1 that I've lined up on BBO for you. Here it is. And where are we? 12 points. We'd open 1 diamond. Unbalanced hand, of course. And what would you bid with the north hand? What have we got? 8 points. First question of the morning. Just waiting for the answers to come through. Great that we've got some special guests. I think Anne's joining us. What do we think? So far, what have we had? Well, we've got 3. We've got difference of opinion. We've got 2 diamonds. We've got 1 no trump. Or we've got 1 spade. Well, a 1 no trump bid as a response is 6 to 9. We're going to do a lesson on that shortly. Just waiting for any more answers coming in. 1 spade is gathering popularity with Karen, Stuart, and Amanda. And actually, it is, should we cut to the chase, the right answer? Yes, a bit naughty of you. Well, not only a bit naughty bidding 2 diamonds, but, you know, remember, as a support partner, you need 4 cards. This would always be the case with the minors. Yeah. Okay, so with the minor suits, to bid 2 diamonds here would show 4 cards. More important, to show your spade suit. I know it's not a particularly good one, but the 4-card major in bridge is really useful. Yes, we did touch on that last week, Richard. 3 with a major is okay. Yeah, you can support with 3 cards with a major. And we're going to do a lesson on that for the beginners at a later date. But for the more experienced, yeah. But no, with the minor suits to support, you would need 4 cards. And much better to bid 1 spade anyway. You know, we might have a major suit fit here. And South, what's their rebid? What's South's rebid? So 1 spade, yes, much better than 1 no trump as well. 1 no trump is a dustbin bid, 6 to 9 points. We're going to do more on that at a later date. But it would deny a 4-card spade suit. Much better to show a 4-card major at the 1 level whenever you can. And that's fine. We just rebid 2 clubs. And hopefully partner gets the message. What message are we sending to partner? What do they bid now with 8 points, if anything? Try not to look at the south hand. Just look at the north hand and focus. So now here's bidding rule number 1. Partner is showing south opener is showing 5 diamonds and 4 clubs. So clearly we've got a fit in diamonds, haven't we? We've got 8 cards. We go back to 2 diamonds. Anything more for south as opener? No. So this 2 diamond bid not only shows 3 cards, it only shows a weak hand. 6 to 9 points, the equivalent of 1 diamond, 2 diamonds, 6 to 9. If partner had 10 to 12 points, and 3-card diamond support. They jump to 3 diamonds. Okay? So just do that for a second. If they had 10 to 12 points, they'd have jumped to 3 diamonds to show the point count. Known as responder support line. And no particularly good lead there. So lowest card from longest suit. Okay, so just looking at the dummy. Just deciding whether to draw trumps. We've got 8 between us. I think we're ready to play. Second player play low. And we win with the ace. What do we do next at trick 2, everyone? Which card should we play? You can't put my bid, Anne. I don't quite understand your question. But no, you're not doing the bidding. It's just me. You can advise me what to bid in the chat box. But no, you can't do the bidding. That's my job. What card do we play now, do you think? Morning, Anne. Morning, Stuart. Karen, Richard. Who else is with us in the chat box? Not so many in the chat box. Mo's with us. Madeleine. Amarance has said hello. Where are you watching from, Amarance? Melanie's with us. Gail. She's in the soggy Southampton. Oh, Charlotte's with us. Hi, Charlotte. Oh, and Debs. They're all here. Well, I must just tell you, it doesn't ever benefit us to create a void in our own hand by playing the 9 of hearts. No. Now, create the void on dummy, yes, but we're not doing that here. So drawing trumps is important. There's 5 to get rid of. East returns partner suit, which was a heart. And another heart with the king, which we ruff. Another word for trump is ruff, by the way. R-U-F-F for Freddy. So we ruff that. Continue with our mission of drawing trumps. There's 3 left. Let's count them out. So they divide evenly. We should draw this last trump. Good. So now you can always relax just a bit in bridge, as declared, when you've drawn the trumps. Now we can play on the clubs. And let's play. Interesting. Should we play another club? What do you think we should do next? We played out the ace king of clubs. What card should we play next as declarer? Still 2 clubs out there. Well, I think we should play another club, because if they divide evenly, 3 and 3, we're going to make an extra club winner. So it's a lose to win strategy. They can cash their queen of hearts, but we can trump it. And crucially, everyone, we make our 8th trick with a 7 of clubs. What's known as a length winner, because the suit divided 3-3. Normally this happens in no trumps, but it can also happen in a trump contract. We lose the last 2. But we have made 2 diamonds. So accurate bidding, wouldn't have made anything else. And of course the 5-4 rule put into practice. I am going to show you, by the way, at the end, with any luck, so I'm not the expert on BBA, but at the end of the lesson, I'll finish a few minutes early just to show you how we can get on BBA. And hopefully some of you will join at 11 o'clock. We had one or two tables 2 weeks ago when I was back in the UK. So hopefully at 12 o'clock, some of you can come and join us on BBO. And I'll show you beforehand how to set up a table and how to put in the description. For the moment, though, yes, we'll move on to the next hand. But bear in mind, I'm not really the expert at showing you what to do. So but we'll have a go. I hardly ever play on BBO. Right, so it's a 1 heart opening, 12 points. I'm sure you're all going to bid 2 diamonds on the north hand, just longest suit at lowest level. Two hearts there. And what next for north with 13 points? So yes, just at the end of this lesson, about 5 to 12, I'll log on and have a look. What's the popular consensus? 4 hearts. Yes, South has repeated showing 6 cards. North has got 2 cards support, so we've got the fit, 8 cards between the Holy Grail, and we've got enough points for game. So we jump to 4 hearts to show 13 points or more. If North only had 10 to 12 points, they'd have invited game with 3 hearts, and South would have passed. Okay, so just go back. It is important there for North to go to game. 25 points guaranteed. Very good. So that's the important bidding rule number 2. And what is the opening lead from West? Nice cup of tea, even though it was through a straw. Didn't taste much difference, to be honest. What is the best lead? Well, difference of opinion. Some thinking a low spade, the 4 of spades. Some thinking the 8 of diamonds. Maybe it's time for the get out of jail free card. I was using it a couple of times earlier with the improvers. Can I just tell you that the best lead is ace from ace king, Jack's favourite lead. Coming very close behind it, even if it's a suit bid by the opposition, is a singleton. So can we just, I'll give you a second chance for your lead. You can change your mind. Yeah, to the singleton diamond, yeah. It's a really good lead against trump contracts. You wouldn't lead it against no trumps. Okay, so again, just deciding whether to draw trumps. Thank you, partner, for the dummy. They've wished me good luck. And I'm just deciding how to draw the trumps as well. Whether I want to be in declarer's hand or whether I'd rather be in the dummy. So that's a thought. Anyway, for the moment, they win the diamond, cash the ace, and continue with a diamond. And I think you can all now see why the singleton is such a good lead. Because West trumps it or roughs it, either word will do, with the 3 of hearts. So do look out for that singleton lead. They switch to a spade, dummy's weaker suit. Which one do we put in there? King, Jack, or 9, do you think? I think the jack. Let's take what we call a free finesse. I don't think we need to rise with the king here, but we can finesse with the jack of spades here. They've kind of helped us. The 9 would have worked as well. I think the jack is just a slightly better shot. Good. Okay, well, we're on the dummy, which is actually where we want to be to draw trumps. All right. So which card do we play from dummy now, do you think? We've got to make the rest of the tricks. So we definitely want to draw trumps, but do we play the Queen of Hearts or the 9? Which do you think is better? Well, remember, we have talked about this. It's better in bridge to play the higher card from the shorter holding. Yeah, or top of Doubleton, Charlotte, yes. Yeah, if you were ever leading Queen and 9 as a defender, you'd start with the Queen, high-low. So better, it will avoid blockage. No point covering. And which one from our hand? Try not to look at the east-west cards. Well, we're going to take a finesse, aren't we? No point covering with the ace. Let's let it run. Yeah, this is a 50-50 finesse, isn't it? Let's keep our fingers crossed. So if it loses, we're going to be 1 down. You have to take finesses in bridge. If you don't, you always lose. At least 50% of the time you win if you finesse. But we are going to do, some of you will still find finessing quite difficult. Depends on how much you're practicing online or on the apps. Fun Bridge is a good one. The Apple Bridge app I recommended is good as well. And BBO is very good. So now we can play another heart. Drawing out the last 2 trumps. Very good. Well, we're doing quite nicely, but we're still not out of the woods yet. We've got to make the rest of the tricks. Which card do we play now from our own hand? Clearly we've drawn the trumps, so we'd always leave, well, not always, nearly always leave trumps to the bitter end now. That would weaken our hand to play out all the trumps. But which card do we play now from Declarer's hand south? Well, if we play a club now, we're going to have to finesse, aren't we? But why can't we play? This is known as unblocking the ace of spades. Because what we're going to do, known as an unblocking play, by the way, there is a reason we've done that, which hopefully will become clear in just a moment or two. Which club should we start technically? The Jack of Clubs or the 7 now? Because these are all good habits I'm getting you into, of course, for your bridge playing career, which started for most of you last October. And we've had fun learning all the way through the winter months. So we'll definitely get us through. Hopefully we can play a bit more. If you're not already practicing, I would like to get more of you playing online together. That's Bajir, and I would like to see that happen in January and February. And hopefully you've joined the WhatsApp group as well. There is a beginner WhatsApp group. And by the way, the WhatsApp group is run by a nice lady called Shauna who lives in Canada. But it's not her job to help you with tech, technology, or getting on. Her only job is she is in charge of the WhatsApp group for you to get in touch with each other and arrange games with each other. So she doesn't arrange games. She doesn't work for us. She's a volunteer, Shauna. But let me know if you'd like her email address to add you to the WhatsApp group for beginners. I think quite a few of you are on it already, but we just need to make it clear that you arrange your own games. Yes, higher carbon, shorter holding. Oh, good. That's great, Melanie. That's really nice to hear that. Thanks for telling me. Mo, Debs, and I played on Sunday. It was great. Brilliant, Melanie. And hopefully we can encourage more of our class and beginners to do so as well. And assumably, Melanie, you're on the WhatsApp group, are you? Shelley, I will send the... Oh, hello, Shelley. Shelley's come to life in the chat box. Shelley, yes, I can email you the... I can email you Shauna's email to add you to the WhatsApp. Okay, well, we should start with the Jack of Clubs, higher card, short holding. But which one do we play from the dummy? There you go. That's for Shelley and others. This old apiary at gmail.com is Shauna's. 2 N's in Shauna, by the way. So that's for Shelley and others, the email address to get added to the WhatsApp group. Well, normally we would finesse, but that would be the wrong thing to do here. I'll tell you what would happen. We'd lose to the king and go 1 down. So actually here, we don't need to finesse for reasons that will become clear quite soon. Because we've got a winning, having unblocked the ace of spades, the king of spades is a winner. So the losing club can disappear. Bye-bye. And no need to take the losing club finesse. Quite tough that, but a good play if you found it. You had to unblock the ace of spades first, then reject the club finesse and cash your king of spades. Should we claim the last 3? They're winning trumps, look. No one's got any trumps there. Only ever make a claim, by the way, if all the trumps have been drawn. Otherwise, things could get difficult. Yeah, but clearly all these trumps are winners. We can claim. Unblock is a more for the experienced, Madeleine, but when you look at this hand in replay, you'll see that it wouldn't have worked to have just taken the club, play the club to the ace first of all. You had to play the ace of spades from your hand, because then you could get to dummy and play the king of spades and discard the club. You'll have to probably watch for yourself in replay. But yes, unblocking, I wouldn't worry too much about it, Madeleine and others. Unblocking is a term more for improvers. Good. Good defense as well. That singleton diamond was a good lead. 4 hearts bid and made. Not easy though, Charlotte says. Tough hand. Should we move on to hand 3? Yes, I'm delighted that Melanie and others got a table together. Hopefully others can join as well, make up their own table. Over to North. What would you bid with North with your 14 points? Those watching in replay, I know many of you do, which is great. Can't always attend the live class. But what's your best bid there as North? And do ask the odd question on the posting page, of course, on the LBO website, if you're watching, well, either live or in replay. Maybe a few of you need a get out of jail free card, I think. One no Trump only shows 12 to 14 points when it's the opening bid. Yeah, so one no Trump has to be the opening bid, and South's already opened one spade. It means something very different as overcaller or responder, which we'll look at a later date. But it does mean something very different here, one no Trump. Well, I will tell you, as responder, it shows 6 to 9 points, a dustbin bid. But we're going to do that in more detail in a few weeks' time. So what do you do instead, do you think? Can't bid one no Trump. If North was opening this hand, then yes, they would bid one no Trump, but they're responding. If I just said to you, how many right answers have we got here? Not many. Only 1, 2, 3. And funny enough, they were the first 3 people to bid. If I just said to you, bid the longest suit at the lowest level, would that help? Probably the thing I used to say most commonly when I toured North Yorkshire, giving lessons at people's houses and venues. What's South's rebid now with 12 points? Is it too hard? I'm glad we've had this practice session. Actually, it's really going to hopefully reiterate, enforce these 2 bidding rules more, because they do come up a lot. Some of you bidding 2 spades here, I think. No, that will show 6. We show our 5 and our 4. 2 spades here would show 6 cards. Repeating. Shall we show our second suit? All happy with that? So hopefully Shelley and others can get involved in the online play. It's a great time of year, January, February, to play online bridge, build up your confidence, and friends as well. People have made friends in the online community on BBO. But I will just show you at the end, we'll have a few minutes looking at that. So where are we? Yes, I'm just asking you what North's now bidding with 14 points, known as responder. My running club tonight, 6:30 on a Wednesday evening. It's going to be fun, isn't it? In the cold and the wet and the dark. We do 5K, then have a little drink in the pub afterwards. Shelley, because when we're bidding, it's slowly, because 3 no Trumps is not the best contract here. It would go down. We really, in bridge, try and find the 8 card fit in the majors. 4 hearts or 4 spades. It's safer than 3 no Trump. Good question, then. We do, as teachers, call the 8 card major fit the Holy Grail. Not quite as valuable, but in bridge terms it is. So have another go. 3 no Trumps is not right. Do we have a fit? Is what I would ask myself first. Can we tick the fit box as North? Partner's shown 5 spades and 4 hearts. The first important bidding rule. Well, the fit, everyone, is in spades. Richard, you're right. We've only got 7 hearts, Melanie, but we've got 8 spades for sure. So very well done if you bid 4 spades first time round without any clues or spoilers. I'm glad we're practicing this. We always practice this. Yeah, basically we have a particularly important lesson, then we have a practice lesson afterwards. So, it doesn't come automatically. You know, you're going to have to practice this when you play. And what's the opening lead? Always good to practice the opening lead. That's a whole subject in itself, the opening lead. We do have lessons on opening lead. In fact, that's next week's lesson, is opening lead and defense, a week today. More experienced members of the class could join us for the review with the improvers, but that is, you know, a bit of a step up. But you know, you're welcome to come along at 9:30. There'll be various things you probably haven't covered yet. Well, I would definitely lead a diamond because it's the unbid suit. Avoid the opponent's suits. And just remember, everyone, it's top. Some are leading the 10, some leading the jack. You lead the top of the sequence. The lead of the queen promises the card below the jack. The lead of the jack of diamonds would promise the 10, but it would deny the queen. So lead top of a sequence of honours in bridge to give your partner that message. Okie dokie. Well, normally second player play low, but I don't see why we shouldn't win this. And which card do we play from dummy at trick 2? Yes, king of spades, well done. It's time to draw the trumps. Counting them as we go. We had 8 between us. The opponents have got 5. I do often say that you really only need to count up to 13 to be any good at bridge. Oh, spades have divided 3 and 2, which is nice. What do we do next as declarer, do you think? Continue with trumps or something else? Yeah, it's called the rule of 1. We have covered this. If there's a trump left and it's higher than yours, leave it out. So we might as well play on the hearts. And I'm actually going to go to dummy with the ace of clubs. To play a heart there. Towards the ace, actually, it's better play. Now, would ace trump in or not? Would ace play the queen of spades? It's a winner. Yes, but it might be trumping a loser, you see. I'm actually going to wait. Yeah, I'm going to wait to play that queen of spades. Thing is, you see, if they were to make the mistake of trumping in, it's kind of with a losing heart anyway. So better pray for them not to. It's not the end of the world if you do. But we win with the ace. Now what do we do as declarer? Which card do we play as south? Yes, next week we're looking at opening lead and defensive strategy. 6 of hearts, good, yes. It would be rough in the dummy. Now they can over rough. Play their king of diamonds. And another diamond, but we rough it. Lose a club to the king. For the last two trumps are ours, look. There we go. 4 spades been made is 420. 120 plus 300 bonus, game bonus. Key there really was drawing trumps, but then stopping. So we crucially had a trump left to rough that losing heart. Yeah, if we'd have drawn all the trumps out there, we wouldn't have. We'd have lost a spade, a heart, a club, and a diamond for 1 down. Right. Well, let's go and play another one. Again, it's a 1 heart opening. And North, 9 points. What do you bid with North's hand? One spade, good. Yeah, don't miss out on the major at the 1 level. And what's South 3 bid with 16 points? Yeah, be a mistake there to bid 1 no trump. Show the major suit if you possibly can. Hello, Stuart. I think I've said hello to most of you. Shelley's on board, Anne. Well, we have mentioned this last week or the week before. I think 2 weeks ago we mentioned this. Very well done, because improvers actually have been playing for quite a long time. Sometimes make this mistake. But well done for jumping to 3 hearts. Well done if you remembered that from 2 weeks ago. So clearly showing 6 cards because we've repeated, but quite often improvers only bid 2 hearts here. The 3 heart bid is 16 or more points. Okay, so that's a useful one to lock away. 2 hearts here would show 12 to 15 points. Minimum opening hand. 16 plus in bridge we jump. So that is useful information for North, who now does what? Well, knowing their partner's got 16 points and 6 cards, they've clearly got enough to bid game. And top of a sequence lead, 10 of diamonds promising the 9. Okay, so deciding whether to draw trumps is the main thing. We can play away. Which card does East play? King, Queen, 6 or 2. Well, if you look at the dummy, the 10 of diamonds, your partner is winning the trick. So you don't need to play the king or the queen. No. The jack of diamonds is in dummy. Remember, that's the only other hand you see. So you can play low here. The 10 is going to draw out the ace. No need to waste the king or the queen. Are you with me? Clearly, if dummy played the jack of diamonds, we'd have covered with the queen or the king. But now the 10 of diamonds is winning the trick. It draws out the ace. Okay, and which card do we play next? Clearly, for those who, we're going a bit, might be going a bit quickly for some of you, then the replay is a very, very good tool because you can pause whenever you like and think about things. What card do we play next, though, from Declarer's hand? Yes, those who are less experienced, no names mentioned, the replay will be very useful for you. And the worksheet, of course. Do read the worksheet. I'm sure most, if not all of you do. Very useful to read that. You can download it or print it out and put it in a folder, which is probably what I would do, because I like to have things in a folder. Draw trumps, yes. But yes, we're definitely going to draw trumps, Anne, and Stuart. But what card do we play now? How do we draw the trumps? What's the best way? Do we want to play them? Do we want to draw the trumps from dummy's hand or declarers? The problem is, if we play, this is a mistake, by the way. If you were to play the queen or the jack from hand, you'd always lose to the king, wherever it is. So we need to get to dummy to draw the trumps. I don't know where the king is. Well, I do, but in real life I wouldn't. It'd be 50-50. So now we play our heart. And which one from our hand? Queen or jack, yes. Yeah, we're taking a finesse. It's 50-50. Finesses don't always work. But that's why we went to dummy, to play towards our honor cards. Some of you will find finessing difficult. I'll say it again. We haven't actually done a proper lesson on it yet, but we will do in due course. Again, the more you play, the easier it is to build up confidence with finessing. They come back a diamond. We can cash the king. Roughing it. Draw the last trumps, hoping they'll divide 2 and 2. There were 4 out originally, weren't there? We can play a spade towards our king. This is another finesse, by the way. Second player play low. This is a finesse, 50-50. If the ace of spades is with West, we make the king, which we do. Ace of clubs is a winner. 3 of clubs is a winner. I would just give up a spade trick to the jack. And we're going to make the rest, aren't we, with trumps? I'll just play them out for you. It's polite to our robots opponents. As a beginner stroke improver, I'd very much always play the cards out. I don't think you should claim online or playing face-to-face. Right. 4 hearts. Bidder made. Let's play one more hand. I think we've got time for one more to finish off, because we normally play 5 in this lesson. There it is, the final hand. And it's a 1 spade opener. Two clubs. Two spades. Okay, fairly simple auction so far. What does North do next, though, if anything? 9 points. Is there any chance of game? We have a fit. I agree with you. We know we've got 9 cards in spades, but here's the $1 million question. Is there any chance of game? How many points has South shown by just repeating 2 spades? That's the key to this auction. So South does not have a strong hand. It's 12 to 15 points. 12 to 15. Because if they'd had 16 or more, they'd have jumped to 3 spades. So there's no chance of game. 24 is the maximum. North should pass with 9 points. Well done if you did that. A few of you did. Stay in 2 spades, Karen, yeah. And 10 of hearts, top of sequence. Good. So let's play away. Might as well play the ace, noting the fall of the jack. What do they do next, do you think? As East. There's been a really good practice session, this. I think we've definitely reinforced these bidding rules and some interesting play hands as well. Well, I don't think there's much point continuing hearts. I think we should switch to a different suit. Diamonds or clubs. I think I'd probably go clubs. But remember, the king would be wrong here. That would promise the queen to lead the king, which we don't have. So you just lead a low card here. The partner's ace. They come back a club to the king. And what does East do next? Well, I think another club, don't you? Making life tricky for us. Yeah, another club, Karen. Knowing that partners run out, West has run out of clubs. Which one do we trump with, though? Ace, Queen, 9, 6, 4, 2. Clearly, we need to trump it. We need to follow suit as declare. Which one are we going to trump with? I would say the Queen, yes. Trumping high. Otherwise, if we trump low, they over rough. Okay, so now we can draw trumps. Queen of clubs. Let's play the Queen of hearts first, which is a winner. Queen of clubs is a winner. But unfortunately, West still has the Jack of spades, master trump, cashes the ace of diamonds. And we are 1 down, aren't we? Nothing we can do about it. Very good defense by the opposition. We're going to be 1 down, which is 100, isn't it? Because we're vulnerable. Yeah, it should be 100. That's right, Stuart. Yes, good expression, that. Never send the boy to do the man's job by trumping with the 2 of spades. So we trumped high with the queen. But unfortunately for us, trumps were 3-1, and we had to lose a trump later on. But that's very good defense. Right. Well, nothing wrong with the contract. Let's go back to the classroom. Just 3 things to remember. Any player bids 2 new suits, promises 5 in the first at least, and 4 cards at least in the second. Any player who repeats a suit promises 6 cards, the second bidding rule. And finally, try and remember, if you've got a 6-card suit and 16 points, you jump in your own suit on the next round. So 1 heart, 1 spade, jump to 3 hearts. Right, well, it's 5 to 12 UK time. Let us just have a look at sharing a screen. I'm going to go on to BBO. It's quite exciting because I don't really know what happens here, but we're going to show you. We're going to leave this table. Thank you, Charlotte. Yes, I'm glad it was a useful lesson for you. I'm sure for the others too. Now, hang on, let's go to home. First of all, I'm just going to show you how to play in the beginners. There's a beginner tournament here. Let's just see where we get it from. Competitive. We go to free tournaments. And there it is, look. Third one down, everyone. It's going to cost you 0.1 BBO dollars. It's going to cost almost nothing to play in the Easy Bridge Daily Beginner Challenge. It's going to cost you 0.1 of a dollar, I think, so hardly anything, which I'm going to play. As third player, Stuart, yes, for the more experience, yeah, as third player. But when you lead, it's always the queen promising the jack, first player. Just going to show you this. So this is the beginner challenge. You have the bidding there. It's done for you. Don't worry about the bidding, because it probably is American style. But you have to try and make 2 spades here, which is makeable. Okay, I'm not going to do it. But you just play the cards against the robots. So that's a daily beginner challenge. Costs you 0.1 of a BBO dollar. You can easily add money via here. This little blue thing up here. Click on that. You can purchase some, purchase some BBO dollars. I think they're the same, almost the same as US dollars. And you would try and make 2 spades here. Okay, so let's come out of that. And you can play it throughout the day. You don't have to play it all in one go. You can come back to it as long as you play it during the day. So let's go to the home page. So that's comes in competitive free tournaments, that one. Okay. Let's go back to home and we're going to click on competitive. Are we? We're going to play on competitive. Hang on. Okay, there we go. We're going to go to all tournaments. I'm not sure we're in the right place. This is where you play tournaments, some of them which are free. Let's go back. It's good that I'm doing this because I'm I'm kind of as ignorant as you. Because I don't go on there. Casual. Well done. Thank you, Melanie. Yes. See, Melanie knows more than me. So we don't click on competitive. We're on casual. Good. Thank you, Melanie. And we go to the all public and private clubs, Melanie. Yes, it's casual. Well done. Not the Relaxed Bridge Club. Let's go to all public and private clubs. This is in Bashir's training video, by the way, on the website, on the LBO website. It tells you how to do it. There we go. And Melanie, we're going, and Debs, yes, there we go. There it is. Look for the ACOL Players Bridge Club. Now, ACOL is the system that we play in the UK and Ireland. Okay. So we click on there. Bingo. We're getting there. But it's good, actually, that I don't know what to do either because, it's quite the students. So we're going to start table. Oh, here we go. Imps. Yeah, imps is fine. Don't worry about the scoring. Description. Let's put in LBO. Hang on. LBO beginner. Okay. Quite important to do that. Or you could put in LBO. Not that's important, but it just knows, others will know what we're up to. And then should we press... let's just press start table, I think, Melanie, there. LBO beginner. And there we go. There are 4 players. Does anyone want to join? You may not be logged into BBA right now. But if I just click in North, look. Yeah, so there's a table. There's me, look, as North. I'm YB123. I'm the host. So I could play with some robots if I like. Oh, Debs is there, look. Perfect. Philippa's there. We need one more as South. I'm not going to play, but this is how we do it, everyone. That's good. Oh, Philippa's there. Debs has gone. Oh, Debs is back. Can we have one more as South? Maybe Melanie. There we go. We're just waiting for one more to join. If I just go to the lobby. Hang on. And you can, Philippa sent a message, look. Shall I say hello? I can't say hello because I've switched off the things, but you can send messages as well. Oh, yes, and Belmel's with us. Well, there we go. I'll open one diamond. I haven't got too much time. I'll just open one diamond. Right, so that's pretty much it. I'm going to come out now to give chance to someone else to join. How do I come out? So I leave this seat, and we probably need one more, don't we? Yeah. Who wants to come and sit as North? One more just to make up this table. I'm now going to go. Mo can't join today, no. And Souths. Yes, we need a North and a South. Should we just hope that they join? Recroy's there. You better tell Recroy that we're beginners. But I have put in the description. There it is, look. I wonder where all the tables are. Putting in LBO beginners, quite a good one. And good idea to put LBO after your name, that quite a few have done. And there's the table, look. Oh, that's a different table, is it? No, that's our table. So we need one more as South to make up a 4. Otherwise, I think you can put in a robot, can't you, Melanie? Anyway, that's pretty much it. And if I wanted to sit as South, I just click on South Sit. So hopefully that's giving you a better idea of what we do. So we're looking for casual and then ACL Players Bridge Club. There you go, look. Oh, Richard's hosted a table. Yeah. Anyway, that's the idea. I'm going to leave again. But definitely get the idea. 3 minutes past 12. Are you there? Oh, Franny's there. Hi, Franny.
Hello.
So I think...
Well, that looks good.
Well, it was good because I didn't actually know what I was doing either. So it was, so it was quite good for the students to see that, I hardly ever go on BBA. But I think, thanks to Melanie and Debs, who know their way around a bit.
Yeah, they seem to, don't they? That's great.
They started playing together, which is great. And hopefully we'll get more joining as well. It's just a question of, trying it out and seeing how you get on. But basically they go to casual and then ACL Players Bridge Club. And then start a table. And quite important in the description, if they can, put in LBO beginner, so you don't get imposters.
Randoms.
Well, you might get randoms, who've been playing for a long time, and they some of them can be a bit awkward.
Oh, okay, right.
So there's the ACL Players Bridge Club. Hopefully we'll get Richard playing as well. I think casual's free, Richard, on BBA. Melanie was saying you have to pay or something. Maybe you pay for a robot. Is that right, Melanie? I think you pay for a robot. Yeah. I think casual's free, don't you, Franny?
I think casual is free, but the robots aren't.
I think you pay for the robots. That could be right. But hopefully we'll get some players there. Open tables. I don't know how many of these are BBA. LBO, sorry. But there we go. Look. Yes, there's a table playing of Philippa's playing and Deb's. Yeah, that's good. So I'm delighted, and hopefully we'll get a few more as well. And basically use the WhatsApp group for arranging games with fellow LBO beginners.
That's a good idea.
That's right, Franny. So don't use the WhatsApp group for contacting Shauna about technical support, because that's not her job and she's only a volunteer. But the WhatsApp group is set up. Am I right in thinking, Franny, the WhatsApp group is set up by Shauna so the students can get in touch with each other?
That's right. Yeah.
It's purely for that reason. And also for those of you who can't, get on BBA for some reason, don't worry. It's only optional. You can practice on FunBridge, the app. There's loads of other apps out there. The ACL Players app that I recommended, the ACL Bridge one. I think that's about right, isn't it, Franny?
Yeah, and I think it's best to stick with the ACL if you play that method.
Yes, stick with ACL because that's what we teach in the UK and Ireland. So search out and then just start a table. And then you just kind of click on and join. And if you haven't registered yet, try and put LBO after your name. So that means you can play with fellow LBO students more easily. It's
good to get some confidence up by doing that.
Yeah. And it's great if you can, it is a little bit awkward getting on to BBA for the first time. But, once you've actually done it, and obviously Melanie and Debs have, it's just a few clicks away, isn't it?
It is. They could always help someone out too.
Sorry?
They could possibly do it by telephone or something too, couldn't they? Or mobile.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, once they've got there, they can be on the WhatsApp phone or something. Debs' first live session. That's great, Debs. Well done for joining live.
So, Jeff, what's next week, did you say? Is it
a week's time? We're doing opening lead and defense.
Yeah.
So looking at the opposition there. We mainly look at bidding and declare a play, but the opening lead and defense is a very important part of the game of bridge. Well, listen, I will. Yes, well, I'll let you get on with bedtime. Franny, you've just hosted 2 sessions, so thank you for that.
Pleasure. All right, we'll say goodbye to everybody and hope they have a really good week.
Yes, you too, Franny.
Okay, lovely. Bye.
Bye, everyone.